Tonight on DC News Now, a Hail Mary to seal the deal for Washington.
I couldn't go to sleep right away. I was so much adrenaline.
Why Commanders fans believe the sky's the limit for this team this season. Plus, how the Commanders plan to keep the momentum going. We have team coverage.
We're beginning the week with some chillier air, but we'll let you know how much temperatures could warm up over the next few days.
Also, a Montgomery County mother suing the school district for negligence. Why she says the death of her son could have been prevented. Plus, the Virginia voter rollout lawsuit could soon be heading to the nation's highest court. Why the state is now asking the Supreme Court to intervene. And we're stretching your dollar with the latest grocery price check, finding you the best prices at 3 popular supermarkets.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And good afternoon. I'm Elisa Gale. It's Victory Monday in the DMV after the Washington Commanders' huge win over the Chicago Bears last night.
And this was the insane Hail Mary, sealed the deal from rookie quarterback Jayden Daniels to wide receiver Noah Brown. The team moves to 6-2 on the season for the first time since 2008. This is obviously something that the Commanders fans can't get enough of. We have team coverage. Sports director Derek Forrest joins us with how the team plans to keep the momentum going forward. But first, DC News Now's Randy Bass is back where it all happened in Northwest Stadium. Randy, how are fans reacting this afternoon?
Guys, I think I can still hear fans cheering here in Landover a whole day after the big win right here at Northwest Stadium. And guys, I don't think I've seen this many people out running around sporting and rocking their burgundy and gold for Victory Monday in a really long time. But I'll tell you what, these Commanders fans have a whole lot to be excited about.
Here comes the Hail Mary.
It was the catch scene around the world.
And the Bears caught!
Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels connects with Noah Brown for a last-second Hail Mary to beat the Bears. It's a moment Commanders fans won't forget.
The last of the game, he threw that pass, and Lord, I was like, oh, okay, we won. I was like, oh, man, that's what I'm talking about.
I couldn't go to sleep right away. I was so much adrenaline. I'm like, I haven't been this excited since really like RG3 days.
So it's a wonderful day for the city. I'm so happy it happened, and man, I just hope we can keep things going.
And the rookie behind the big play won't forget it either.
Once in a lifetime experience. Like, not too many people get to experience stuff like that. That was my first time.
But fans aren't stopping there.
I mean, the sky's the limit.
They've got high hopes and big dreams for this team. What would a Washington Super Bowl mean to you?
Oh, man, it mean the world to me. Mean the world to me. I would love to have a Super Bowl right now because it's been like, what, 20-something years, 30-something years now.
And as for where the Commanders go from here, how does the team keep this going?
Oh man, just keep the ball in number 5's hands.
In on the line. And the Bears caught!
And Commanders fans don't have to wait long for the action to get going. Again, the team heads up north to New York to play the Giants this coming weekend before bringing the action right back here to Landover, taking on the Steelers November 10th. In Landover, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
All right, Randy, we're wishing you the best this weekend as well. And sports director Derek Forrest right now joining us now with more on this big win.
And Derek, this is a team that has seen some improvements this year. I guess it starts at the top with head coach Dan Quinn, who seems to be really proud.
Yeah, no kidding. This is a team that has excelled and exceeded expectations, but just when you thought this one was over on Sunday night, it was Jayden Daniels connecting with wide receiver Noah Brown for the 52-yard pitch and catch and a walk-off win versus the Chicago Bears. Now the Commanders, they struggled all game long to find the end zone. They were hurt by penalties throughout the game, but in the end, it didn't matter as what we could call a hail victory changed the spirits of everyone at the end of the game as Jayden Daniels was somehow able to get it into the hands of Noah Brown for the 18-15 win over the Bears.
It was really cool, and I thought it was a really bad example of who this team is. And the locker room is really full of people, no matter the situation, that refuse to tap out. And they fight individually and collectively for one another. And that's really the secret sauce and the beauty of it all is this is a room full of fighters that absolutely battle for one another. So like that's one of the things that I thought about driving home last night.
That was Dan Quinn just moments ago speaking to the media. Now the fun will really begin this weekend as the Commanders, they're going to head on the road. They're going to continue to fight in a game that really matters. Washington, they get back into divisional play as they will head to New Jersey to take on the New York Giants with kickoff set for 1 p.m. Sunday. Guys.
All right, Derek, thank you. Live look outside at the Washington Monument. The sun is shining. Commanders on top of the NFC East division. Things are looking pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen this many happy faces in the DMV in a while. Let's turn over to meteorologist Damon Matson. Damon, yeah, the sun definitely matches the mood.
Oh, I think it's fitting. I think it could have been downpouring today and Commanders fans would have still been happy. But I think when we have these sunny skies to go with a victory, my goodness, what a combo for a Monday. And that sunshine made all the difference. We had to fight off a little bit of cold this morning. Temperatures were down around the freezing mark across most of the DMV, minus DC itself. But we have warmed things up nicely this afternoon. We're looking at pretty much 60s across the board on our map here. And DC is sitting at a very comfortable 66 degrees. Not a bad Monday whatsoever. As this very quiet, sunny stretch continues for us the rest of this evening, it is going to remain comfortable. Yes, we will be cooling things off once that sun goes down, dropping through the 50s and even the 40s before we reach 11 o'clock here. But it's not looking to get as cold as last night, as we're starting a bit of a warming trend going throughout the rest of the week. So temperatures are going to be on the rise a little bit, and these sunny skies, they are likely to continue. And I want to show you this, folks. Our streak has not ended. Look at all of those zeros. We have now gone, counting today, 26 straight days without any measurable rainfall in the district. Will this streak end before we reach the end of October on Thursday? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. New details in a deadly crash from over the weekend. Prince George's County police say that a motorcyclist died. Police say 2 motorcyclists were riding on Ritchie Marlboro Road around 12:30 a.m. Sunday. They say one motorcyclist hit a cow that wandered into the roadway. Police say his injuries were considered non-life-threatening. The other motorcyclist avoided hitting the cow but lost control, and then he died at the scene. He was identified as 24-year-old Justin Crosby of Catonsville. The cow also died.
Also, new developments right now in the Virginia voter roll lawsuit. The state has now asked the Supreme Court to intervene to allow the state to remove roughly 1,600 voters from its rolls that it believes are non-citizens. Now, this comes after a circuit court ruled against Virginia yesterday to put the names back on those rolls. Advocates claim those impacted voters' registrations were canceled because of errors or mistakes like a mischecked box on a form. Meantime, Governor Glenn Youngkin now saying the decision to remove those voters is common sense, but advocates are not giving up.
Very concerned about this practice. We think that it is putting the votes of eligible Virginians on the line. We won at the district court, we won at the Fourth Circuit, and we believe that we will win in front of the Supreme Court.
Now, this is a developing story. We'll be sure to keep you updated on Virginia's appeal, both on air and online at DCNewsNow.com.
Staying in the district, police are asking for your help identifying these suspects. Police say they were forced their way into an apartment on Peabody Street in Northwest around 2 a.m. on Saturday. A $10,000 reward is being offered for information in this case.
Meantime, in Maryland, Montgomery County Fire and EMS says there was an evacuation today at Julius West Middle School in Rockville. Fire officials believe there was a leak in the boiler room after a carbon monoxide alarm went off there. They say students were dismissed early. No injuries have been reported. Officials are now working to ventilate that building.
It is the first day of early voting in the district, and there are many important things on the ballot as people begin to cast their votes for the 2024 general election. DC News Now's Jean-Marie Say is at a polling place in the Southeast with everything you need to know.
Polls are officially open for early voting here in D.C., and many people are making their ways to the polls to avoid long lines and to also cast their vote on some important issues here in D.C.
I believe in supporting the civic process, and as a citizen of the United States, especially with people who have fought for this right to vote, that I should be out here.
Several D.C. residents made their way to the polls first thing Monday morning for the first day of early voting.
The election is still tight, which I don't understand. So if there's anything I can do to close that gap. This is the least I can do.
There are also two big decisions on the ballot that impact local residents. One of them is Initiative 83. It calls for opening D.C. primary elections to independent voters, and ranked choice voting, which allows voters to rank up to 5 candidates according to their preference in each race for any office other than political party offices.
But I think, options like that will have an impact on our choices going forward.
Another big decision on the ballot, Ward 8 Councilmember candidates Republican Nate Duringe and Democrat Trayon White Sr. Recently, White pleaded not guilty to federal bribery charges after being accused of accepting thousands of dollars in cash bribes in exchange for helping secure D.C. government contracts for businesses.
I think it's important for people to come out and vote and express their opinions on that.
From today until November 3rd, voters will make their choice as early voting centers will be open at 8:30 a.m. until 7 p.m. To vote, all you need to be is a U.S. citizen, a resident of D.C., and at least 17 years old. And if you're not registered yet, you can do that and vote the same day. All you need to bring is a proof of residency like an ID or utility bill.
Just come do your civic duty.
To find the closest early voting location near you, you can visit DCNewsNow.com, and early voting ends on November 3rd. Reporting in Southeast D.C., I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.